What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Almost. I'm Almost. That's what the name of it is. I forget it's I am right there. Welcome back to another episode of I'm Almost Joking Podcast. I am one half of the Disrespective Collective, Craig Smith, a.k.a. Sense of Life, here with...
It's your boy Queese, a.k.a. Dash. We here for episode... What is we? Episode what? 110?
110? 109?
110?
110.
Damn, I can't believe I've been doing this for 110 episodes.
I know, right?
It's crazy.
Because...
I know, 110 weeks. I've been doing this podcast longer than I've been doing the chick.
For real. I ain't never been this committed.
I know. I ain't even cheating. I ain't got another podcast I feature on or nothing. Out here being all loyal and faithful.
Ain't another podcast flirting with me or nothing, right? You know?
I ain't got no other in my DMs or nothing. Yo, I mean, I see y'all little podcasts and everything, but what you got going on next week, though?
You know, nobody over there, like, y'all look happy over there.
I know, right?
None of that. Oh, that's crazy. I ain't got much, man. I've been on, I had a show in Manitowoc on some comedy stuff. I was out there. Shout out to them. Shout out to John Barons. If you happen to be in Wisconsin and you know the Barons name, then yeah, it's those Barons. Shout out to him. But yeah, great show, great money, all of that good stuff. But other than that, what up, Jasmine? How you doing, fam?
Let's shout out to the chat, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the chat. My boy, back, bro. We got it. I feel like every time I say, yo,
back shots,
you gonna get, bro. That might be against it. Come on, bro.
The algorithm do not know what backseat back shots are.
In one word.
What's up, Danielle? How you doing?
Shout out to Wasn't Me Too, my girl Danielle. How you doing? Hey, look, I'm nice to the ladies, bro.
What's up? Wasn't Me Too?
Anyway, bro, you know who ain't been nice?
Who?
Scottie Pippen, bro. What is going on with Scottie Pippen, bro? Did you hear about this? Scottie Pippen and a couple of Jordan old teammates is going on tour. What they going on tour to do, Craig? They going to drop bars? Then they going to drop some bars?
Of course not. Well, they dropping bars. Ain't no beats.
Yeah, ain't no
beats. Actually, somebody is giving the beats.
They dropping diss records.
They giving the beats to the legend. It's what they doing, and that's what we not gonna accept. Cause y'all wouldn't even be who y'all word would be worth nothing if it wasn't for this man right here. And I don't understand how people don't understand that. But anyway, I'm from Chicago, so I'm caping a little bit, but whatever. Shout out to you, Jim. What up?
See, people have no appreciation, Craig.
Nah.
It don't matter what you do for them. They never going to be appreciative. It don't matter what championships, what rings, what love, what admiration they set in public for their team. It don't matter, Craig, because a person always feel like it ain't enough. And I need more credit. I need more people to recognize my contribution to this team and our championships. And since y'all don't, I'm going to hate on the person who y'all give all the recognition to. So this is the question, Craig. Is Scottie Pippen and his teammates, are they out here going on tour to tell their truth because they're tired of the lies and the things in the public that they know is incorrect and they want to show people like, no, this is the truth? Or are they going on an envious hater tour?
Oh, this is the biggest hater tour there ever was. And as a person who appreciate a decent amount of drama where it ain't it's just healthy, funny, we can get some jokes off in the drama, I can appreciate that. I'm all for this. As much as I disagree with the way they're moving, if they gonna choose to move like that, I'm gonna entertain it. And when I see, if they get a Netflix special.
Hold that thought. Shout out to my boy Jerry. He said, what up, Craig? What's up, other guy?
He just don't know how to spell your name. That's what it is, man.
Hey, that's crazy.
Craig is a white man name, so it's real easy.
No,
but shout out to you, Jared. What's up, bro? What I forgot. What was I saying?
I don't even know, bro. I just see the comments. It threw me all off.
You know you can't do that to me. All right, I partake before this.
I said hold the thought.
I'm gonna hold the thought.
Because you're supposed to hold the thought. Just let me say that while you hold the thought.
I ain't never knew how to hold the thought, bro. I never knew.
That's why you always
one of those stupid sayings that I ain't never.
You can't hold the cricket either.
All right, bro. Anyways, I'm all for the hater tour though, because I want to see what y'all gonna say, and I want to be just as passionate as I was defending Michael Jordan as any other person who want to be great or understand what it takes to be great does.
You know, I usually hate that joke because I done heard it so many times, but it kind of hit right there, though.
But nah, like I want to still hear it. I'm still entertained. I'm still watch the Netflix special when it dropped. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going. This is definitely some hating stuff that you shouldn't be doing. Let it go. Get it off in the tweets and move on, bruh. We already seen The Last Dance. He got it off. He's still being great. He's still that dude. And even the fact that you only doing this because we want to know how you feel about that man should say enough for you to not, as a man, not even go on this tour. Because nobody going, when you had a book, you couldn't go on the tour. Didn't Scotty put out a book recently? Oh, he couldn't even put out a tour. Horace wasn't even on the last 3 teams. What are you doing there?
He's been a Jordan hater.
Luke Longley.
I am shocked with Luke. That's who I'm shocked with. Why is Luke Longley there, bro? You would have been out the league if you went on them boys' teams. Who is Luke Longley?
Bruh, that's why
you only got the ball the first 3 minutes of the game. I remember very vividly watching the Bulls. The first 3 possessions, they come down, you get the ball to Luke Longley. Now, if you score all 3 times, you might get a 4th or 5th shot around the midway point of the second quarter. And then the rest of the game, you're just out there, bro.
Hey, as a person who Luke Longley could probably beat in the one-on-one to this day, I'll say that. I don't believe that, but for content purposes.
7 foot. Yeah, he'll dust you, bro. Right now. Dust you, bro. Get you up out of here, bro.
I think
Stop playing.
Now I take it back. I think I got Luke Longley, and I'm standing on it. I could take Luke Longley in the one-on-one.
Until he back you down and turn around and dunk on you 10 times.
I can't dunk, though. I can't dunk.
And you can't shoot
but
over
I feel like I could do that 2K move that right before he dunked, I could strip him. I could strip him in the post. Like when he in the post, I could.
Until he give you a shoulder bump and you go flying to the fence.
Hey, hold on. Until he's 7 feet and his arms 2 feet long.
Exactly. And the ball back here, you like a little kid, like.
Until he got one hand on my head, and the other hand dribbling, and he dunked, right? I get it. But I will say this. They had to go, Luke Longley only on the tour because they had to go all the way overseas to book in his hometown to get a tour or a place where people even want to come to a place to hear that. Because ain't nowhere in America, actually, I take that back because I said I would do it, but ain't nowhere in America, they ain't getting the Rock Nation deal with the MJ Hate Tour. MJ shutting that. Michael Jordan is shutting that down.
Jordan is way too powerful for you think you're going to get that far with that.
Come on, bro. I'll go on the Last Dance tour before I let you go.
It empty. I'll buy all your tickets and leave every place you go to completely empty. I'm Jordan. I don't care.
Come on now.
I'm donating to y'all, but y'all ain't going to tell nobody this boy.
Hey, what y'all doing that the other room in Madison Square Garden? Oh, because y'all get MSG. Come on, this is NBA Legends, right? Y'all got that. But you know why y'all couldn't get the big room?
Are they really legends?
Hey, they stopped the game because they stopped the game at MSG. They moved the game to another day for the Knicks because Jordan wanted to do a pop-up. A pop-up Mike Tyson tell-all, like, talking to a show thing.
Yeah, this is Jordan.
That's what I'm saying.
We're
like, he has the power to probably do that.
Luke Longley, bro. You ain't selling out the Garden. Get up. You ain't selling the United Center, bro. We don't care what y'all talking about. Get out of here,
with that being said, if they ever come to Comedy on State in Madison, Wisconsin, I'm definitely trying to open up for them. I definitely be. I'm talking all this. I be hitting up Tyler like, hey, could you put a pause on the just not don't delete it, just put a pause on the YouTube one. I'm gonna try to open up for Scotty and them when they come to the comedy club.
None of that.
But nah, that's a wild tour though. But as much as I don't agree with it, and yes, definitely a hater tour. They hating all day. I do want to see it, and I can't wait for whatever streaming service, take the video or take the documentary. I'm watching that too. Maybe not as faithfully as I watched The Last Dance, but if y'all do one episode and just put it out for an hour, I got you.
Man, look, as men, when you go through something like that, fellas, it don't matter. In most cases, you just got to just take the L, bro. Jordan is Jordan. His narrative is going to be the narrative. It doesn't matter what little other things he left out. It don't matter, bro. He's Jordan. He's who he is. Y'all won rings with him. Move about your business, man. Take the L. Now, it's another man that was in the headlines this week, and let's discuss if he need to just take the L. Your boy.
My boy.
Okay.
Hold on. Look. My boy is, I was finna say, my boy is Young Buck, and it's wrong how y'all did him. 50 is the GOAT in that one, and y'all just let him run all over with Young Buck. Young Buck could never be great because of how great 50 Cent is, and that's because of how wrong y'all is for that. Because Young Buck is an incredible rapper.
No 50 Cent slander will be happening in front of
get
us.
out of it. I will never slander. That's what you see. I say that great as 50. He's so great.
Oh, I know.
Young Buck can never be
said.
great.
That's cool because I wasn't gonna let no 50 Cent slander happen.
Come on now.
But we talking about your other boy.
I ain't got no boy besides
BenZero. BenZero has been on the Exposed tour himself. His ex-girlfriend is out here exposing him and got backseat pictures of your boy too. Now I ain't see them. Shout out to the comment section, backseat back shots. You ain't the only one out here getting backseat back shots, bro.
Why? He's probably giving them because women get backseat back shots.
Nah, it was a picture of his back.
Oh.
I ain't even want to see it, bro. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. We don't want to get into BenZero because BenZero be having some wild stuff that be happening with his name in the head.
Picture of his neck? Never mind.
No one has seen a picture of his neck. But this is the question. Now, even though I am not a fan of BenZero, this is a situation where
you never read the source?
I'm a fan of the source, right, but I'm not a fan of BenZero.
Okay, never mind.
I'm a fan of his business endeavors. But you know what I'm saying?
Salute to you, Scott.
What?
Scott. That's what I said.
What is Nolan, bro? Okay. Look, let me look at the screen because y'all wow.
Oh bro. Wow! Hey, Nolan, you wildin', bro. That is hilarious,
bro. No, it's
that
not.
Is funny.
That is hard, bro. That is. I mean, I don't mind you gonna say look like MJ, but that is.
He called
crazy.
You thick MJ, bro.
Crazy.
That's hilarious. All right, my bad.
No, that's kind of. That's a pause. That's a pausey joke right there, Nolan. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. The question I got about that. At what point do you? You know what I'm saying? That totally threw me off, bro. At one point,
I see.
At what point,
that's the one that hit you in the ribs.
Nah, I like a good joke, but I was just like, thick MJ, bro. That's reckless. Shaquille, I'm cool with that one. Shaquille O'Small. See, I can rock with that one. That's kind of pausing too.
Give him MJ. That's what I'm saying. Roast him. Y'all be on me.
I'm cool.
Hey, I finally wore a good shirt today. That's why they on you.
It's okay. That's because I ain't wearing my hat, man. I got the clean shaved bald, man. That's cool,
oh, man. All
right, my body
bad.
ain't shaved clear. Y'all never see my body.
All right,
but,
my bad.
No, so they keep throwing me off with it. I finished the question already, didn't I? As a man,
where's talking about BenZero?
Yeah, as a man, where's the cutoff point to defending yourself in public and keeping it G and just letting the person say anything? Because just like I said the same thing about the Bulls players. What if they truth really is like the truth and they tired of people just kind of playing with them in public and they're responding? So as a man, where is that cutoff point of just keep it G, keep all the private stuff private, I ain't finna acknowledge it, and like, okay, I'm tired of y'all playing with me, this is the truth?
I feel like this might be chauvinistic and all of that, but as a man, I feel like you're supposed to hold it down indefinitely because that's the more you hold it down, the more measure of a real one that you showing and that you can be, because you're not supposed to let it bother you if it's not bothering you. If it's not affecting your life. Now, honestly, somebody's saying something to you and they got you in court, you got to defend yourself. That's ridiculous. I'm not going there. We're not going into obvious situations. We get that. Somebody saying some egregious stuff. You did we know what the egregious things are. I got to defend my name against that, especially, hey, I'm proving this. I can't have people thinking this. But if it's, stuff like this or whatever, yeah, this... You let them talk like what your ex saying something or whatever, and it's just rumors people saying. You got to let that go, and that's just as a dude. Yeah, because what else you gonna do? What's the opposite? You finna do what they do. Now you finna be like, oh, you saying that about me, but you did blah blah blah. Now what that make you? Now you just like them, so you can't do that. So what are you to do? Live your life and
that's my problem.
Yeah,
what
live
are
your life. You live your life and prove that to not be true.
If I respond to the untrue things you saying or the narratives you trying to paint, if I respond to it, I'm bogus. You can't win. If I don't respond to it, it's people that's gonna believe the narrative you put out there about me, even though I know it's BS and people that know me know it's BS. It's no win for a man. So no matter how you respond, you pretty much gonna be in the wrong.
Yeah.
You respond too much, they're gonna be like, why do you even care? You don't respond at all, they'll believe it. So say you a guy like Jonathan Majors, for example. If you don't respond to this narrative that you did these horrible things to this woman, et cetera, you look guilty, which he didn't respond. Now everybody sees it during the trial. Like, man, this dude out here running a 40-yard dash trying to get away from the chick and still got found guilty. So it's like you gonna lose either way, no matter how you respond. So it's like, how do you respond?
And he lost. Not to get on this, but we're just
to
the point of you got to be if you find yourself in that type of situation, as a man, you have to know how fragile the seconds are. The seconds that got him the guilties was when he put her back in the car. You put your hands on her and once they saw that, you did something. We just need you to do something.
But they ignored what she did too. You know why?
We
as
let you
a
go
man, it don't matter.
We gave you the credit you ran with the other two. We'll drop those, blah, blah, blah. But you did something. You have to do nothing. You gotta get stabbed, run away, and be like, she did this, and had a footage showing you didn't do nothing. And that's how the dude, the OnlyFans girl with the black dude, they still going through. It's still finna be a long thing, a hard thing. It's probably gonna be a wild trial because of the situation, because they gotta prove so much more on that side of a woman doing it to him that they gotta have years and that's why all these other elevator fights coming out. All this other evidence just to build up the show. Hey, this could have really happened. It's because it's so far-fetched. And that's just the burden. The pluses come with minuses too. You know?
That's why
we want them to forgive us when we, when we step away, out. Bro.
Every time it's an altercation, just walk away. I don't have the altercation. Soon as stuff start getting too extra for me, bro, I'm not finna raise my voice at you. I'm not finna be yelling back and forth with you. I'm dipping. That's it. Like, I'm gone. Now, if you can calm down and you can talk like a grown adult, then we can talk. But if you can't, if you still trying to be on that same energy, I'm still not gonna talk to you. Like, I'm not doing that. Because like I said, as a man, you're gonna lose, bro. You can't win.
All day. Speaking of BenZero, though, just real quick, that it spoke volumes to me. Volumes as a rapper. And I just really appreciate it.
Hold on, bro. Why they in here still? She said looking like Barkley. Please look like a young Barkley. He looked like CeeLo Green, but kept growing. He still looked like CeeLo Green, but kept growing.
Hey. They hitting you with all of the bald people, bro. Good, and bro. I'm here for it. I like it.
BenZero. Nah, bro, it's cool, bro. I ain't tripping.
That is funny.
BenZero. That's funny as hell.
A wild pun.
That might be the name of the episode.
Bro, if you say that to him, he would probably flip out. But I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't name it that only because he be going, hey, Yeti saying only because you know MMA, I ain't gonna say nothing and I ain't gonna threaten you or nothing. But that's wild right there. That is wild. To call him the poor man's Bernie Mac is crazy. And I'm not gonna let you do my friend like that, but in person I might, if you know MMA.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Like, that joke for me is not really funny. But if he saw my pops actually does look like Bernie Mac.
What's crazy is because that is funny to me because all you missing is a mini fro. And you probably would look like.
No, my pops got the mini fro.
Only look, put it this way, I love you, I don't look at you to roast you, so I don't think of none of these. That's why it's so funny to me, cause I'm like, oh shit.
Nah, check.
And I already know it's said with love, Yeti. You already know.
We ain't tripping, bro.
We ain't never tripping on that. Oh yeah. All right.
My pops actually do.
I forgot.
Let's get back to the pod, man. Shout out to everybody watching live, though, bro.
Shout out to you, Yeti.
For sure.
BenZero. Somebody else brought it up, so I'll say it. It's wild. I want to diss somebody so hard that 10, 20 years later, they cry on the podcast over me. I want to do that. I want to diss somebody in a rap so hard that 10, 15, 20 years later, they go on the podcast and go, Every time they keep asking me about him. Like, that was hilarious to me. Now, aside from that, I hope, BenZero was all good. Because it was kind of sad. But, man, you know how good M had to feel to be watching that and see that go viral? To be like, man, I could still poke him. What up, Chef? I could still poke him and make him go cry on a podcast in front of the world. Wow, man. Wow.
Being that emotional over a rap diss, it's crazy.
I want to diss somebody that bad. You had another, speaking of rappers,
y'all, we finna get into this real quick. Now, I was having a conversation. I got to make sure I got my question together. So I was having a conversation with one of the homies. So we was having this conversation about good rappers versus great artists. Or great rappers versus great artists. That's what we was having a conversation about. And I'm like, you know what? I'm bringing this to the podcast, right? So I already kind of know my thoughts on this, and I already have my examples too. When I brought this up to you, it was like, oh, okay, cool. I got some examples. I got my thoughts on it. So we gonna just have a conversation. Everybody in the chat, once y'all had this conversation with us too, we gonna actually incorporate some of y'all because we had like a little group conversation. We sipping and we tripping. What is the difference between a great rapper and a great artist?
J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. That's probably the best bet. Jay-Z and Nas. Well, Nas and Jay-Z if we going great rapper versus great artist. Nas and Jay-Z. A commoner to Talib Kweli if we going rapper versus...
Hold on, let's go back to Jay and Nas. Was you saying who would be the great rapper, who would be the great artist?
Nas is the great rapper. Jay-Z is the great artist. I'm not in the lane of Jay-Z is just this super dope lyrical guy. He's great rapping lyrically. He is. He really is. He's up there. It's on some Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, but I mean stuff. My bad, YouTube. But he's not this greatest of all time to me. He's up there with them, but he's not just that of that.
But he's a better rapper than Tupac. But he's not a better artist than Tupac.
Okay. You right. My bad. That was triggering. You took me right back to high school for a minute.
I trigger people every time.
Every time. Me a little bit.
If you say Pac and Nas, they go to trigger like, what?
Whoo.
I should have worn my bandana. Y'all could have sounded like Pac, too.
Shout out to you, Jensen. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate you, Jensen, for that. You took me back to high school with that because that was the argument I used to argue for Pac all day. But you are right. And it took me to get older to realize that. But you are right. Mm-hmm. There are better rappers than Tupac. It's not a lot of better artists than Tupac.
I think Pac is the best artist, best hip-hop artist of all time. I don't think he's the best rapper. I don't think he's in the top 10 as rappers. But as an artist, Tupac is the best hip-hop artist of all time.
That makes sense.
But on some rapping, just lyrical things, I could think of so many rappers who might not even be the most, like, Fred is high in my best rappers. I don't care who don't know Fred. I don't care who's not, aware of Fred and his music and his lyrical ability. Don't matter. As a rapper, just a pure rapper, it ain't many people that's going to rap better than Fred. It ain't many. Fred the Godson, in case anybody don't know. It ain't many people that's going to out-rap.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. He the GOAT. It ain't many people that's going to out-rap Papoose. If we just talking about rapping. We ain't talking about artistry. We ain't talking about a song. We just talking about rapping. I'm telling you, just rapping, just rapping. We ain't talking about making a song.
Mixtapes, bro.
Just rapping. Like, it's a lot of people that just on some rap stuff. Black Thought
and a
like
promise.
Just rapping. We just talking about rapping. Black Thought just rapping. Who are really seeing him? Just rapping. We talking just rapping. Give me a beat. Y'all go in there and rap. It's not. That list is different than artistry.
You know who I want to hear in the session? I want to hear Eminem and Black Thought. Not battle. None of that.
Just getting bars off.
Since we always turn everything into battle. If anybody want to know what I think,
that's a good one.
If anybody want to know what I think, it'll be Black Thought.
Eric Jamal is on his way to being both. I agree, Shane. I agree. Eric Jamal might be one. That's a good comparison too.
Oh yeah.
Joyner, but Joyner is a good rapper too.
Nah,
Joyner's dope. Joyner both. Joyner both. I'll say Joyner both.
I'm gonna put Joyner more in the artist bag than rapper. He just happened to rap really well. The same way that
I think he can rap.
J. Cole, if there wasn't a Kendrick and it was just J. Cole and Drake, J. Cole would be a better artist to me than Drake. Drake would be a superstar. Drake would be a better star than all of them.
I would say Drake is a better artist simply because as an artist, you don't have to be the one that just creates your own content. As an artist, you can take different things from different things. Like Kanye is an artist.
Yeah.
Puff Daddy is an artist.
Yeah.
He's not a rapper. He's an artist. So I think Drake might be a better artist than J. Cole. But I think J. Cole is by far a better rapper.
The only reason I would give Drake star, and I'm saying this after I know the JBP came out. Shout out to Ice. I'm not taking his take or nothing, but this is something that I've thought. Maybe not put that way, but this is always something I thought like they the top three, and we always talk about them three for a reason, but they all do different things. So, and Ice did say this, so give him the credit. I ain't taking nobody's stuff, but Drake is a star. I look at him like that because he took Quinn Miller bars. You a star. That's what stars do. Pop stars do. Beyonce, Katy Perry. That's what y'all do. Great for that. Love you for that. Love you for that. Need you for that. That's what. Not taking away nothing from you, but that's what you are. The star. J. Cole. I rap better than everybody in the world, greatest rapper. And then Kendrick, for me personally, on the artist level of where we trying to push that boundary, do something different, have some, artistry to this music type. It might not be Barfield, but when I do the argument song with my girl, everybody been through that and know that. And who else gonna put the real argument and mixing in with the bars and morale and so that's how I just separate them, and then it's fruits from they tree respectively as we go down. But as this next generation, because they are fruits from a Jay-Z, Tupac, Biggie tree.
I mean, I just think when I'm thinking artistry is a lot of different things. So it's you having the ability to create this. So we know Drake got the ability to create a song. Drake was Drake before he got to the point where he had now, where he's a superstar. I know you got the ability to create, Best I Ever Had and all these different hits you've done. I know you got that ability. The difference between artists, even if you're not just talking hip hop, even if you're talking R&B, some of our greatest artists didn't write their songs. You know what I'm saying? That's always been a thing. Artists have the ability to take all of the different things. I can hear a different style of music I'm not used to and say, yo, let's implement that. Now, I don't write that kind of music. Let me find a writer I can work with so we can come up with the kind of song I want to do to that. Artists do that kind of thing. A rapper would never, because he's like, nah, bro, this got to be my thought, start to finish, and I don't need none of those other, things in here messing with me. Now, the more you get into I just saw how Prince was just talking about this on shout out to Matt Hoffa on their thing. Saha, we know, has the ability to totally create his own music. He don't need nobody help. He don't need nobody. Saha is what I would call an excellent rapper. He's a top tier rapper. That's what I'm saying. Saha can out rap almost anybody you name. They ain't gonna say almost, bro. Saha can out rap damn near anybody.
Saha made a lot of hits that we don't even know that he made.
People. So that speaks to his ability to be an artist.
He can be an artist
because he can work with other people and create that. So I feel like Saha, like I say, he'll be one of the ones that do both. You know what I'm saying? I think Saha is a great artist, and I think Saha is a great rapper. He can do both. Sometimes you come across the rare ones that do both. And sometimes you just get a great artist who's not a great rapper, and you just get a great rapper who's not a great artist. Because, for example, and I'm biased, Uncle M, Uncle Murr. Oh, what you say?
I'm a great rapper.
He's a great rapper.
Probably not a great artist.
But no, I shouldn't even say his name. But Uncle M just dropped the album this week, right? It's called A Lenny Grant Story. Y'all go check that out. I'm feeling the album.
With Jada.
Yeah, it is a song with Jada.
Crazy.
But he got a song called I'm Okay With That. That joint is fire, right? Is it?
I really like him. He can rap.
That's my boy, bro. He's my guilty pleasure.
When he snatched the year-end wrap up from Skills, he really taught me something with that.
He's to me, he's not a great rapper, bro. He's not. I know he's not gonna get on there and say the most incredible stuff. That's not who he is as an artist. But as an artist, I love Uncle Murder, bro. He brings a certain it's a certain edge he just brings to the beats. It's just raw. It's just that's who he is.
Authenticity.
It's a certain authenticity, and I love Uncle Murder.
It's different, and it's a certain significance. a certificate of authenticity that you never even see, but it's everything to me. It's my credibility. You never seen her smell a letter from a C who's incredible or on the same pedestal as me. Anyway, my bad, Eminem stuff. But that's what it is.
I was gonna let you get through the whole Eminem.
I would have finished. I would have. You know how much I love that. I used to cry listening to that song, loving hip hop.
That's a good example too, Shane.
Oh my God.
Ren is an artist. Ren can do different type of music. I'm sure Ren could, if somebody wanted to say, hey, let's do a collab, Ren could do a collab and come up with, like, Ren is an artist. Can he rap? I'm sure. We ain't even got to like the real Ren rapping stuff that everybody say he got. We ain't even got to that stuff yet. But I'm sure he can because he's an artist.
I think I don't know if it was him they was talking about, but somebody said something about I want y'all to hear like his fun stuff or whatever.
Yeah,
or
it's a comment.
Because we have been getting into his artist bag a lot, and you're right. I don't know if Ren can really rap like on some just enjoy
just
this,
rap.
Fun, just rap. Not even enjoy this on party stuff, but like bars, like metaphors, apparently.
Similes, double
When
entendres.
I was trying to prove Tupac was dope, and I had to find his metaphors. And I remember going back to school the next day. It's like he said he's highly flammable like gas stations. That gas stations are highly flammable. It was so intricate that you could kiss every single in the. Come on.
And as you trying to sell it, you realizing like, oh, that's it. Trash. I do like
They hit me with Biggie. They hit me with all these New York dudes. Oh my God.
like you gotta understand. You gotta understand. Like I enjoy this. Like for example, I love Young Dolph. R.I.P. Young Dolph. Love Dolph. Right? Am I gonna say Dolph is the greatest rapper? Absolutely not, bro. But as an artist, Dolph just brought something to a song that like other artists just didn't bring. He don't gotta say the most elaborate stuff. He can say simple things, and it sounds so fire, bro.
You about to make me listen to Dolph on my way to Famous Dave's.
I listen to Dolph at least once a week, bro.
All day. Shout out to him. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle.
Nip too. And Nip another one. Nip is a great artist. Is Nip one of the greatest rappers, like just on some bar work?
You know I like.
Nah, but Nip as a person who creating the music, the project, if you get a Nip project, it's 90% fire, bro. 90%.
When I listen to Nip, it reminded me of listening to Pac on some like, man, I could do that too, type stuff. And it's been a minute since I like felt like that. And then I don't know, I was just on some other ultra stuff. Like, man. Never mind. It was after like when I was just so like, man, every time we get somebody that's like, man, like
that's
possible
trying to positively push forward the culture.
I was into all types of conspiracy. Like, man, the government had to have something to do with this. He was too great on the progression to do too much. He bought the land that they would kind of banned him for. Now he owned the mall. Like, get out of here. They didn't even want to let him get a store. Now he owned the whole thing. He had too much power. They would see too much progression. It was something. Had to be something. Oh man, it had to be something. What did they pay that man? What did they pay him? Anyways. That's another podcast. Hey, that's my personal podcast where I get into my conspiracy theory bag.
The thing is, Nipsey was doing things that they don't want you doing as an artist. He was buying land in his old neighborhood, putting up stores, putting up businesses, you know what I'm saying, hiring people from the neighborhood. He was doing things that they're not used to an artist doing. They used to the artist going to buy diamonds and chains and cars.
Selling $100 albums.
$700 albums. On top of that, if you ever go back and look at his jewelry, he was buying solid gold jewelry, things that he know kept value. He wasn't putting a bunch of ice and busting everything down. Nipsey was a very smart dude. And yeah, I'm sure it is people who didn't want that kind of spirit in the air. You know what I'm saying? But do I think that, somebody did a conspiracy theory for that? Nah, I think that was just... you know what? I ain't gonna go into no details. I'm gonna say I believe some of the stories you see online about the whole Nipsey situation.
All right.
We'll just leave it at that. I believe there's some truth to some of that stuff. Man. But just in general, though,
that black hate like cancer, ain't it? It's like heart disease.
Man, hate to see somebody else winning, bro. But like, I just feel like generally speaking, it is some rare people that's both. That you have a good artist and a great rapper, or a great rapper and a great artist. I think that's rare, and the people that do fit that boat, in most cases, they never gonna blow up to be Drake.
Yeah.
you won't blow up to be Drake.
I guess it is hard to find a medium in between both of them. All right, let's end this on some.
What's that T to go?
I think that's an interesting point because when it comes down to whether or not they're gonna blow up, I feel like that also is like a lot of great artists tend to work by themselves because they can't necessarily get a team on their same vision or like get them to the same vision point. So I feel like that team aspect is definitely important when it comes down to blowing up an art. That's a different conversation, but like it's important to blowing up an artist versus blowing up a rapper. Because like with the rapper, you can trust them to make lyrics or write lyrics, make the songs, make the hits. But with a artist, you can't always trust them to deliver on every single vision because it's all in your head and you very specific about your vision. That's why like an artist like Kanye, for example, he'll have like 30 different artists in the room all doing separate things, and he's going around picking and choosing what elements he wants to use into whatever he's doing because he hears as everybody doing it. He's hearing what he wants it to become. And like that's a process like I never heard nobody do until I was watching an interview with people that was going to his ranch, and they were saying like, nah, it'd be like 30 of us in the room. Everybody, this person playing piano, this person playing guitar, this person doing this. You got rappers over here doing this, or right now it's a singer over there. And Ye would just literally walk around the room and say, hey, do that again. Okay, keep that. And then he'll walk around and just keep walking and hours going by. And oh yeah, what's that? No. That right, yeah, do that, and then he will put the song. Like, that's that's artistry. That's not a rap.
And you know
I'm
why?
not doing all that
because he using instruments, and everybody, all them 30 rappers, all them 30 people, each of them is an instrument. And a lot of rappers don't think of it like they rapping or they voice or they artistry is an instrument. And kind of Young Thug taught me that when Gucci discovered him, and he was coming up and he was saying like, yeah, you know, my voice, I didn't even know, but I was like. Well, I don't know if he said that or if Gucci said it about him, but it came up that he used his voice as an instrument. That's what made him a star. Like his rapping or whatever is whatever he can say, but his sound is what. And I was like, oh, that's rapping is an instrument like the thing. So when Kanye walking around picking people, Fabio might sound dope on this. You know, Ty Dolla $ign sound dope on everything. Let me do something with him. And then I'll just bring him in. I'll get Dirk for this one. I'll get Playboy Cardi for this one. You know, and he just running around arranging and putting the stuff together. So,
like, even if you hear Vultures, right, that is not Bump J's typical cadence, his typical voice. Kanye definitely told him, hey, no, like, mumble it. Like, say it this way. And when you hear it, when you hear everything together, it's like this verse is so hard. Like, I'm glad Bump rap like that on there. But that's not Bump's typical cadence.
Imagine being Rudy Goldberg and just being a fan, being a fan of Kanye, your favorite rapper. Goldberg. You might even low key like Bump J. Happy he got out free. He go on the track and he start rapping and he brought like, you a big old goofy Rudy Goldberg. And you look like, what did I ever do to you, Bump? I love Kanye. And now you just forever a big old goofy. And in Chicago, that's the worst thing to be. You don't want to be a big old goofy in Chicago.
Nigga, you a big old goofy, Rudy Goldberg. You jump in that lane, you gonna get put on a poster. Talk that talk, boy. That boy. But hey, hold on. Before we get out of here on the pod, bro, I'm putting this in the air too. Wait a minute.
No, I do my own work. You better do your homework.
That's what I'm finna say, bro. Hold on. I'm sick of this. I've been in my algorithm, right? They be talking about all the best rappers from Chicago, the drill legends and all this stuff. Bro, if y'all don't stop not mentioning Bump J name when y'all having this
Goon
conversation.
Squad and Slap Polaroid.
But y'all finna stop acting like, for real, Bump was the first drill rapper. Because Bump was talking about stuff they was actually doing in Chicago. You know how I know? Because we was trying to be little rappers back then. And every time we got anywhere close to a Chicago show, we was hearing about Goon Squad and Bump
low
J,
key,
bro.
I was finna say, low key, the whole Goon Squad was dope. Brains Hustler was one. He was on there. Yeah, he was dope. I used to rock with all of his tracks when he would be on the Goon Squad compilations. But anyway, and that's Chicago stuff.
Put some respect on LEP Bogus Boys, bro. Stop acting like G. Hey, y'all gonna stop acting like bro. They be leaving some of the people out that was holding it down, bro. Like y'all gonna stop doing that, bro.
Oh,
real, bro.
Shout out to Count. Count was one of them ones, bro. He was one of the only rappers that I ever ran into on the South Side, by the projects, pulling up into the gas station, walking in the gas station to get blunts. And G Count was in there. And I was like, oh my God, bro. I'll be listening to that stuff. And he was cool. You know, of course, hey, what up? Appreciate that, da-da-da. But I was also like, oh man, you one of them ones. let me get out of
real
here.
one, bro. She counting a real one for real.
Let me, because if you here, then I shouldn't be here. If you here, I shouldn't be in this area. Let me get. King Louis all day. Shout out to him. I don't know if he was before Bump J, but
Louis was around. He was around
King
the same
Louis,
period though.
But King Louis is definitely a Chicago legend. Chicago legend.
Yeah, but Louis for sure. Yeah, Louis, Bump. Like, bro, they be, man, don't get me started, bro. But, all right, man, appreciate y'all for coming through, tapping in. Hit the like button.
Krispy Kreme on the west side. Go to get some, on Vincent's, get some
steak
Chicago
fries,
moment.
Here,
With the nacho cheese.
Tyler, he acting like my boy now. He acting like my boy now. What do that got to do with anything we talking about?
You take the green line to school every day. Oh, all right. Let's get out of here.
I tell you, man. Hit the like button. Put somebody on or put somebody on. Being your boy, Respected Collective. I'm your boy, Queese, a.k.a. Dash with my man.
Craig Smith, a.k.a. Sense Life.
And shout out to Tyler behind the scenes. Radio 22. Everything 22. We'll get at y'all next week. We out of here. This.